You can tell both of these fighters are exuding confidence as they touch gloves. And here we go. And Eddie the... Here comes Riddick, Big Daddy Bowe, the 1988 Olympic silver medalist.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Newcastle-under-Lyme, England, the first man to deadlift 500 kilos, the 2017 World's Strongest Man, Eddie the Beast Hall. Fighting out of the blue corner from Brooklyn, New York, here is the Olympic silver medalist and the two-time unified heavyweight champion of the world, introducing Big Daddy Riddick Bowe.
So much hype surrounding this fight, and now it is go time.
All what's left is for the first bell to go. That's all.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. Couldn't land that jab. The crowd here cannot wait. They've been buzzing all day long, and finally, we're about to get it on.
Can you imagine walking into this town, walking into an arena with such noise, people chanting your name? You can't even hear your corner man whispering in your ear. I've been in situations like that where it can be terrorizing if you haven't got your wits about you.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
That left hand got him. This slugger has a unique mentality, doesn't he, Johnny? He just wants to win by knockout. He says if we go to the scorecards, it's a failure for me.
If you get in with a slugger, they want to work at their own pace. Use speed, frustrate them, take them out of their comfort zone, make them tired, trip over their own feet, get them angry.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Eddie Hall in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
And there's the bell to start the round. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. Nope, that hook won't score. This fighter told us yesterday, if he doesn't win by knockout, he doesn't consider it a real victory. That's the mentality he has.
Sluggers just want to mow you down. They want to walk straight through as though you do not exist. You've got to be fit for this one.
These two are the perfect dance partners.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. We wanted action, and they are delivering. What a punch. Catch and shoot. They won't give us a second to catch our breath. Only catching air with that hook. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Let's talk about Eddie Hall in that last round. They ring the bell, and here we go. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
He's got to find a way to get around that reach advantage.
So that was a fight that had an excellent reach, an unassuming reach. If you get a good reach, it just really befuddles your opponent, because when they're out, they think they're out of range. Bam, you catch them with a jab. And if you catch them on the end of a jab, it takes and befuddles a fighter.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. There's a counter shot. Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments. You'd like to see more jabs.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. Both trying for a knockout. Can't score with that jab. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Eddie Hall in that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Going to need a knockout.
Wow.
They ring the bell, and here we go. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
You're not going to see as much footwork as the smaller weight classes in the heavyweight division, but we don't care. We want the heavy fists. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Well, Johnny, we're a couple rounds in. What are you seeing so far?
Because they're so big, because they can punch, because they've got the weight behind them, they may not be connecting, but trust me, when they connect, that's when this fight sets on fire, because someone's going to get hurt and someone's going to react.
Perfect counter shot. Both men step back for just a moment. We know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Eddie Hall in that last round. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Coming off a very tough round, let's see what they do here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. You don't see a lot of welterweights that can bring you one-punch KO power, but these two can.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Nice exchange here from both men. Missing with the hook. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Eddie Hall in that last round. And there's the bell to start the round. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
And he misses with that jab. It's always fascinating to watch two good welterweights because they've got blurry hand speed and good power.
Oh my goodness, that little Yorkshire Terriers, they're never going to give up.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two. There's a scoring blow.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Whoa, wait a minute, what a shot! Oh, and that changes everything, and down they go!
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
The referee says we will fight on. Not sure about this one.
Gotta look at his corner, look for the instructions. They're telling him to calm down.
It's been all one-way traffic with just 10 seconds to go in the round. Let's talk about Eddie Hall in that last round. He's been knocked down, but at least we're hoping for an all-action slugfest. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
Oh, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
Middleweights always gives us a class. If you've got two class middleweight fighters, you're in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, a certain fighter, I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
someone punches that hard, you don't want to trade shots. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
These punches coming from every angle. Well, Johnny, it's still early on, but what do you think about what we're seeing so far?
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamourweight is a heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know the amazing fights.
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Talk about Eddie Hall in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter needs to turn the tables in this next round.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
And there's the bell to start the round. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Missed. Can't find a home for that jab. Can't find a home with that jab. Here we go with the lightweights. Get ready to see some blazing hand speed and fancy footwork.
This is what you're going to get. You're going to get speed, good footwork. You're going to get punches thrown from head to body. You're going to get a lot of toe-to-toe. When you got fighters at these weight division, they'll stand there. They don't need a ring. They need a phone box.
A very competitive round here so far.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Look at the footwork, the hand speed. This is the best that the middleweight division has to offer. One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. There's a scoring blow. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Nice counter shot. Let's talk about Eddie Hall in that last round. Well, it's no... They ring the bell, and here we go. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Well, you know, in this division, you got to have speed and you got to have footwork or you're going to be a cooked goose.
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have to quick burst, boom. In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed. And that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
This is one of the best rounds I've seen this year. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point. You don't want to trade shots.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
An upset of the year, perhaps, right before our eyes. And what else could they do but to take a knee here?
What you see right there is a heartbroken fighter.
7, 8,
find a home. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Eddie Hall in that last round. That bell. And there's the bell to start the round. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. It's bombs away. In this division, both fighters will constantly be on their toes trying to punch and counterpunch.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, someone can take you out with a simple jab, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Back and forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
These two fighters are made for one another. Couldn't land that jab. Swing and a miss with the hook. Solid punch. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Eddie Hall in that last round. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff them.
Oh my, that's a game changer. That was the moment. Nothing else he could do there but take a knee to stop the beating.
Absolutely gassed out, didn't know what to do, and hurt on top of that.
Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
Remember, with the lighterweights, you're expecting at least 300 shots around. They can let these shots go. They can move. They're fast. They're sharp. It's a hard night work for the referee.
Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even-Steven.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other.
And at some point, the corner needs to decide. At some point, the corner may have to intervene here because this fighter won't stay down.
Todd, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes...
So he will take a knee here and get a nice reprieve from the action.
That's a really dented the ego. You don't want your opponent to see you do that.
Well, Johnny, complete and total domination, a stoppage victory. How do you rate the performance?
What's next? A TKO makes it so confusing because you think, what would have happened if the fight had carried on? These guys are going to have to do it all over again. Because a TKO, to me, it doesn't tell us the full story.